Hey everybody, welcome back for another Pony DVD commentary. This is Brian Leonard, Executive Director at Hasbro Studios. Who else we got?
Robert Fuchs, also Hasbro Studios.
Jason Thiessen, Supervising Director.
Nicole Oliver, Princess Celestia, and Shirley.
Kathy Westlook, Spike, and the Mayor.
Andrea Libman, Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. Tabitha St. Germain, Rarity, and Luna, and other stuff.
Lots of other stuff.
Lots of other ponies.
Grannies, fluffy bits. Oh, look, she's wearing a bridle. Now, what
Poor
is that? It's a
Spike, he
saddle.
just wants to sleep.
This episode was storyboarded by, you know what? I can't find. Oh yeah, Alex Baggio, Kenny Park, and my wife Jocelyn Thiessen.
Is that written
Whoa.
on your hand? I love
It's
these
written
checklists.
down.
This is one of my
Yes.
favorite things.
Yeah, it's a
They're
very Twilight
so
thing.
cute.
It's funny because, those images are actually there so that, you don't have text on the screen so you can send it around the world. But I think it gives it such flavor and charm, to have the image as opposed to just a word. You got that, picture of Spike. It just looks so funny and cute.
Yeah.
I started doing that with my own checklists, except I can only draw stick people, so it
You mean
makes
when you
no
travel
sense.
internationally?
Yes.
She brings pictures, she doesn't speak.
She does hoard stationery, Andrew does, and she's got
I
all
do.
colored pens. And
She highlights everything.
There's the added
I
benefit
do.
too. Having them pictures instead of words lets us show it on screen faster because an image registers in your mind a lot quicker. That's true. If it was words or a sentence, you'd have to hold it on screen for longer.
Yeah, isn't the general rule of thumb you leave it on for twice as long as it takes to read?
Yeah, you should be able to read it 3 times.
Wow.
That would just eat up time, and we have a lot of story to tell.
do those ponies all have names?
I'm
They
sure
do
they
now.
do.
They do
somewhere.
now. Yeah.
Somewhere.
How many minutes of snoring did you have to record, Kathy?
That could be a loop.
I think you did a lot,
I don't know,
though.
yeah, quite a few minutes.
Is
Probably.
this the only episode with snow in Ponyville?
No, we've had a few.
Have we?
Yeah.
Can I ask Jason who designed the Mayor and who designed Spike? These are things we
What?
don't know.
Why just them?
Well, no, I mean
Nobody
everybody,
else.
but you can ask. You can ask yourself.
Me, I, me.
That's right.
Spike was designed.
Me.
Lauren, I believe, designed Spike.
Oh, she
from the
did?
very beginning. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he is
Unfortunately, you were going to
No,
say.
no,
Wow.
yeah. Well, I was gonna
Wow.
mention that
He's unfortunately
we noticed
fortunate.
we noticed it later. Oh, the song.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
huge.
Here comes the song. This is the big song.
So beautiful.
I'm very proud to say that my wife storyboarded the song.
It's really cute with the
So,
spotlight.
I was this was
While she was
she helped
momming.
us out.
Golden
yeah, she was a
shoes.
mom at the same time she did this.
Oh,
See, sometimes nepotism does pay
heartfelt.
off.
Yeah.
Man, she worked very hard on this. I think she did most of the first half, and then Kenny Park took it over from her.
Now, how does the singing work? Like, some of you guys actually sing your character, some of you don't, right? It's different for each character, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We have Rebecca Soyket.
Shoykit, yeah.
Soyket.
She sings Twilight
She sings Twilight.
And the theme song.
and the theme song, and
Yeah.
Shannon Chan sings
Pinkie Pie?
Pinkie
Pinkie,
Pie.
and Kazumi Evans sings Rarity.
And Andrea sings Fluttershy.
And Andrew sings
Yes.
Fluttershy.
And Ashley Ball sings Rainbow Dash and Applejack.
And I sing In the Shower.
This is the song that just was in my head for
Oh,
like
yeah.
months. All it takes is a little trigger like this.
Yeah.
And it
Thanks,
will be in my
Daniel.
head
Once
for
more.
many more months.
I remember coming home after work, after working on the show all day, and then there's Jocelyn playing the song over and over while she's storyboarding it. I never got a break from it. So I know it's Daniel. This is his big kind of first. He did the song in the pilot, but this one was the big one. It kind of set up the musical qualities of the series.
You always leave humming.
Plant our tiny seeds with proper care and sunshine. Everyone it feeds. Apple apples, carrots, celery stalks.
Now, how much longer does
Boy,
it
I
typically
love her
take
voice.
to animate like a musical sequence than it does, or rather board, because that's probably where the heavy lifting comes in, right?
Yeah, the storyboard is really everything. Because I mean, it's not always crazy animation. I mean, each individual scene isn't that crazy, but it's just the thinking it through and choreographing it to the song, and we can't do that until the song is pretty much done. So we wait until Daniel has a good version of it, and then we give that to the board artists, and they just listen to it over and over and over, and be inspired by it, and allow the song to kind of dictate the picture, like this glorious, up on the mountaintop thing. But it's not like hard to animate. I mean, other than those ponies flying around, but it's just the coming up with the imagery to go along with it.
And who is responsible for getting everything on time? Make sure it's timed well.
There'll be the board artist, and the director. But what we try to do is have the board artist storyboard it in something like Flash, so they have the music in the timeline, and they just draw to it in real time. I mean, not live, but I mean, like, they go along to the frame where they listen to that beat, and then they actually draw something for it. And then we give that to the editor, and then we finesse it in the editing. It really seems to work the best, other than, the animation also comes into play as well. But it's a tough process, but I think it works.
He does that well. Nap.
I was noticing those little rabbits again, and I really want to play one of the rabbits. Can the rabbit? Come
Well,
on,
rabbits don't talk in our world.
What do you mean they don't talk?
They don't
Make
talk.
horses can talk.
No, the rule is only the hoofed creatures. Well, I guess
Oh,
Spike
that is
isn't
so
hoofed,
footist.
but-
What about
It's not very pony of you.
my little rabbits?
Or like
My
mythological creatures.
My little creature.
Yeah, they can speak
Look at
too.
mythological rabbits.
There can
The
be.
great rabbit of Shmoo.
Maybe.
What a magnificent voice.
So, can I want to ask about Twilight's design, because that's quite unique with the stripe, and was that changed over and over again, or did Lauren have a sense of what she wanted for that
No,
design?
Lauren designed all the ponies from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
I think Twilight was a little bit of a process. She had I think a different color scheme before, and then she was revised to be a bit more colorful.
She had a light blue stripe in her hair.
Yeah,
Oh,
and she had a different cutie mark.
It was a little moon.
Yeah, that's right.
okay.
But I think the change that was made is a beneficial one. I really like it.
Martha Stewart pony.
children will love it. It's wonderful.
Here she comes.
It's a wonderful idea to be able to wrap up winter in a day.
Yes.
We could really use that in Canada.
That would be nice. April 21st.
That's it. That's all you get.
That's it.
Yeah, Andrea, are you as good a skater as Pinkie Pie?
No. But I'm okay.
She wore her skater outfits to the studio to record this.
Yeah.
Of course.
Such a
Dedicated.
We went through so many
dedicated-
carpets, I
such a
tell you.
dedicated performer.
Yeah. If the carpets at DNR could talk, they'd say, "Ow."
Stop skating on me.
So, Andrea, what was your inspiration for the voice of Pinkie? When you first read the sort of the description of the character, what kind of came to mind?
Well, I was thinking, this is great because I can talk really fast. And, just so much fun because we just pushed her really to the limit of loud and fast and crazy and kind of whatever sounds I could come up with. Just really fun. But I think what's so nice about her is she's still charming. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Right?
So anyway, right. She's the one that brings the most positivity in all the time, I think. She's just pure
Yeah,
glee.
despite anything that's going on, she will break the tension.
You could call it oblivion, but that's also good.
But did I make you feel better? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we try and I record it as fast as I can, and then we see if anyone can understand it or not.
Yeah.
And if not, then we'll slow it
We'll
down.
listen back and
Yeah.
say, can I hear does everything make sense?
Ow.
Ow. This is too bad Woody isn't here. He headed up this episode. So he would have more to say about the individual
Can
things.
hedgehogs speak?
But no, they can't speak.
Why can't they speak? But did we record sounds for them?
We
Did
did.
we?
We did.
Oh, like chittering.
We
Yeah,
went around
chittering
the room.
sounds.
Yeah.
We
I
did
think
these
we did.
Yeah,
chittering
we
sounds,
do
that's right.
that sometimes.
And obviously they weren't used.
No, I thought they were. No.
Not.
But it's a
well, there might
valid
be.
attempt.
Well, it's. I think
Jason's
don't we
just trying to
use
be
the
nice.
sound
I'm
effects
trying
to
to
sort
be
of
nice.
guide the performance and the animation a little bit sometimes?
Well, it depends. It depends on if the animals are emoting anything. If they're actually like showing emotion, or kind of telling a story with their.
There's a little giggle.
Yeah.
Those are giggles, yeah.
I mean, if they're just kind of making sounds, they would be animal appropriate. You know. But if we actually need them to be like, huh, or
I know, because otherwise
uh-oh,
you get
then-
cards and letters from animals saying,
Yeah.
I'm a skunk and I don't
right.
sound like
Yeah.
that.
Protest groups.
We don't listen to skunks. They smell.
Hey,
What?
Hey.
That is not cool, dude.
I'm sorry.
They smell unique.
I didn't say bad.
I remember we had a little debate on whether the animals should speak, since the whole world is animals,
Right.
but, you know,
Yeah,
who gets
what
to speak? Yeah.
differentiates. Yeah. I think it had something to do with that it was equestrian. Oh.
Yeah, it's classic cartoon
Yeah,
beehive on the
there's
head.
some really cartoony, yeah.
But I don't think the viewer would question that so much. They're just
Right.
so focused with the main cast and what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way, it brings a nice contrast to have a little bit of silence outside of themselves, in a way.
Yeah, it makes them more special that they're the
Yeah.
sort of, they're the top of the food chain in a way.
Yeah, they're sort of the quote unquote humans of the world, in a way.
Although that brought some, with the fashion, it brought some problems, like do they wear saddles? Do they wear horseshoes? You know,
True.
because those are all
Bridles.
like, yeah, bridles. Those are all elements that humans, you know.
Yeah. And why would a pony, even if in a pony world with no humans to ride them, why would there be a saddle?
Because it
What
looks
rides
good.
a pony in the My Little Pony?
Dragons ride ponies.
Dragons ride. The one dragon does.
Even other things,
And
yeah,
all the vehicles.
like beds,
Oh.
you know, other things
Yeah.
that are very human, our ponies use. So why this and why not that?
But that was, again, speaks to Lauren's sort of clarity of vision, that she sort of knew these are the things that, of course, you're just going to have in this universe. And that's why it's so readily accepted by the people who watch the show. You don't even really think about it that much when you're watching it. Like, hey, why is that there? It just fits in really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the viewer just accepts it all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of are the vehicles of the world. So why do they need a vehicle? Everything is horsepower.
Hey.
But like
Wow.
in the case of these plows, it's kind of like a hybrid vehicle in a way. Like, it's got wheels, it plows, but it's powered by the motor of the horse. Whereas in the human world, you would have a human having a pony pull it. We're pushing it here.
So we have a couple new people joining us on the commentary. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, this is Woody, director.
Hey, this is Daniel, composer of the songs.
I'm Rid. I'm the art director.
Slow down!
How did you rid the snow, the colors and the look of the snow? Did you have anything to do with that?
Yeah, well, we thought the snow should be white.
Wow, bold choice.
Because
Based in reality, snow is white, so we went with white. And yeah, just a nice self-trace, which is a lighter kind of color around the snow to make it look kind of soft. So we went with like a light blue.
Man, they animated that scene so
Yeah.
well.
which is a natural color of sunlight.
I wanted to comment on the animation too, like
Mm-hmm.
that snowball and them rolling around it.
Oh yeah, we're always blown away by how well these kind of effects come back animated.
Something about this series too is it really has some genuine heart to it. You know, not a lot of cartoons have that. You really feel for these characters and how they feel about each other.
It's one thing I really love about working on this show is just how true to character we stay and how genuine and honest we treat them. There's a lot of cartoons out there these days that are, you know, a little more harsh and cynical or sarcastic, but we love how simple and pure these characters are, and this show is.
And they have rules, like Lauren would talk about how only Pinkie Pie could do certain, crazy gags, and other characters just wouldn't do it, and we had to learn that in the first few episodes.
Oh yeah, we're always pushing the cartoony factor.
But it has to fit within that character's repertoire of behavior.
That's right.
So you must have a team dedicated to each character, and is there a number or a group, or how does that work?
Team left side of my brain, team right side of my brain.
That's more complex a question than I thought it would be.
Well, yeah, it's really dictated by the storyboards and the scripts, and we just kind of guide that, and all the animators have to learn each character so that they know how they would behave.
That's right. It's never just one character for one, or one artist for one character. Everybody shares the acting. This episode here was one of our first ones that had like a huge song piece in it, and it created all sorts of new challenges for us that we had to deal with. And it's a good thing too, because we needed those skills for the rest of the season and season 2.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, this was your first big picture, big number.
Yeah, and I remember for about a week having about 8 different versions of that chorus, the winter wrap-up chorus, like slight melody variations on it running through my head and going, okay, and like I'd sort of tick off the list. Okay, this one is no, this one is no.
Can you give us a sample there, Daniel?
Let's see, it's been a few years now. Let's see, it was winter wrap. I think I had I had like one that was sort of like a winter wrap up, or something. Like it kind of went down instead of up, and I had different melodies of it, like different versions. You're just sort of thinking, oh, how am I going to take these 3 words and create like a whole chorus from it? And the number of I think I went through every possibility I could possibly think of until I finally got one that just got so stuck in my head I couldn't get it out, and that's what we ended up going with.
Stuck
That's
in
the
my
ticket.
head too.
And many more.
How would Twilight alert everyone? Because she doesn't know how to whistle. Well, we'll just have her grab the bird there and squeeze her with magic.
She's a little forward sometimes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Birds have it rough in cartoons.
They do.
Oh, this is when the instrumental of the song got used.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When did that decision happen? Do you know?
Well, we used it as a temp track originally in the animatic, and then we came back to you and said, hey, can you do us up a better version, right? Because I don't think it was originally in there in the script, was it?
Well, this was this is the official bed of the song playing, and if you listen really carefully, you can kind of hear I don't know if I should say this, the headphone bleed. You can sort of hear the singers almost in the background.
Oh, wow.
You have to listen really carefully, but it's kind of in there. And I've had a few people email me about it and saying, why can I hear them singing in there?
Of course you have.
And you said you're crazy.
Yeah, I don't hear that. That's your mind.
Well, it helps remind us of the song.
Oh, this was some challenge right here, trying to figure out how to pull a storm across the world. And
pulled it off.
Pull a storm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, if it only were that easy.
I know.
sometimes the script will just give us a couple lines, to work with. They don't go into details about how the ponies transform this world or whatever. So the storyboard artists really, really come up with some amazing problem-solving situations.
And even just the difference in the skies. The sky's changing all the time. blue and yellow and all kinds
Oh,
of
here,
colors.
these flocks of birds. How did you do that? I remember you worked on that.
Yeah, we exploited Flash a little bit. Sometimes Flash does things you don't want it to, and then sometimes you can take those things and apply them to situations like swarms of birds.
It's a controlled glitch.
That's right.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Works well. And the epic, grand shots of the world.
Yeah, these are my favorite episodes. The one that deal with the overarching thread for Twilight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is her kind of learning a bit about herself as a leader.
Seeing where she fits in with a group, that she is special.
Did you guys use that magic to hide the fact that it was going to be too hard to like put over her head?
Yeah, that's shush.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Secrets.
You cheaters.
So that's what the
That's
magic's
why Rarity
for.
gave it to her.
Exactly.
When in doubt, use magic.
Exactly.
I love the tree. That's a beautiful tree house, yeah.
Yeah, the bees.
It helped me to learn that we all have hidden talents, and if we're patient and diligent, we're sure to find them. And as always, with good
I think Spike was sitting in Granny Smith's rocking chair.
Wearing her
With
robe.
a house coat.
Spike asleep again.
How did the concept of messages from Princess Celestia come through Spike that way?
That was in Lauren's
That was in her original
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really cool.
The fax machine gag. She always
Yeah,
just
true.
had that in mind, that it was a dragon fax machine.
What's a fax machine?